Ooh.
wish I knew.
Hello and welcome to Sunday. That's my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all tune in and get y'all put together. Get your popcorns or your favorite drink or whatever you do, just watching me. This Slim J here's me.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before.
A little bit of house cleaning. It's your boy JYG in the background. Make sure that you are following Slim on her channel. She has a channel, Just My Opinion with Slim J. So y'all can hop over there real quick. At least follow it. Come on back. You can watch the stream over there too. It's dual streaming. All streams count. Again, all streams count. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Thank you all for showing up for Slim.
Jay,
If you didn't see yesterday's stream, please make sure you go back and look at that stream. But tonight, it's going to be Houston crime in the news. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what Slim going to do? She's going to do what she does best. And break this stuff down for y'all. So without further ado, we're going to give it back to Slim. Slim, you are the captain.
Well, hello. I hope everybody had a great day. I had a very wet day. But of course, I didn't get out there in that rain because that was not in my style or vocabulary to get there. So, anywho, we're going to break down this. Oh, see, guys, I told y'all, it's not even summertime yet, and people are already getting out there doing crazy things. They're not thinking about these kids outside that just want to hang out with their friends and not have to get up in the morning time to, deal with going to school, the teachers, just students in general. Y'all have to watch out for these kids. Even though you don't have to watch out for the school zone, please watch out for the kids late at night, which should be in the house before the lights come on. That was my raising. When the lights come on, your ass better be at home. Other words, you better beat those lights coming on. So unfortunately, we had a situation where a 12-year-old boy who got ran over last night here in Houston, Texas, on Suburban Street. That's northeast side. If you're familiar with Houston, he was, just went out to do a event, hanging with his friends like we all do back in the days, and he got spooked by a dog, and he lost control of his bicycle and vanished out in the streets. Therefore, somebody that was coming through there wasn't paying attention and ran over this young man, which was 12 years old. So just look at this thing. But like I said, people have knowledge of these kids are going outside and want to have fun just like you did back in the days. But unfortunately, it's a lot of you out there that's jackass, don't pay attention, is on drugs and drinking, and you're not paying attention to what's going on. Pay attention to your surroundings and understand that there's kids out there that want to live their life without have to be violated with shooting, somebody driving drunk, or somebody's not paying attention. Be aware of your surroundings and be alert of the kids that want to go outside and have fun and try to get back home at a decent time before the lights come on, of course. But just make sure you pay attention and be alert. And if you do something, make sure that you surrender yourself. Man up, woman up. Don't be no punk or no bitch. Thank you.
We also got one more for you, and they say, and stay off the phone.
Exactly. Thank you. Hello, Nikita. Welcome to Slim J. Just my opinion. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and a like, and we're gonna get into this program. Watch it.
Investigators say he was hit by a car while riding his bike last night, and now the search is on for the person responsible.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office says this all happened along Suburban Road in northeast Harris County, and that's where we find Devon Romming, who joins us with the latest now.
Well, the scene out here along Suburban Drive has cleared, but investigators with the Harris County Sheriff's Office say they are following several leads in this case thanks to witnesses who were out here last night during this awful tragedy. Investigators say this all happened just before 9 o'clock last night as the 12-year-old boy was riding on the sidewalk along Suburban Drive when a neighbor's security cameras caught the child being chased by a dog. Moments later, the child lost control of the bike after hitting a patch of sand and fell into traffic. That's when investigators say the child was hit by someone driving a black sedan that slowed briefly, then kept driving. Investigators say witnesses saw the black sedan speed through a stop sign, leaving the child's bike in pieces. Investigators are now pleading with the person responsible to come forward.
I mean, this is a small child. The right thing to do is turn yourself in, come tell us your side of the story, and just put yourself in the family's shoes. This is a child. They want closure. They want your assistance. They want to know what you have to say.
Parts of the driver's car were left behind at the scene, leading investigators to believe it was a black Chrysler 300, and the year and model range is believed to be from 2015 to 2023, which they say will have damage to the front end. Meanwhile, investigators with HCSO are asking anyone with information that could lead to an arrest in this case to call the Harris County Sheriff's Office. For now, reporting in Northeast Harris County, Devon Romming, KHOU 11 News.
Now, see, like I said, it is summertime. These kids are going to be out. They want to enjoy their summer. You got to watch your kids. I know the parents still have to work and, get things done. I understand that. And you just got to pay attention. Take responsibility. If you're drinking, if it's drugs, whatever you're doing, just take responsibility and make sure that you pay attention to what's out there. Because these kids, some of them do know to look left to right, or just to, just make sure everything going on around them is like good and fun. But if you get spooked by a dog, even me as a grown-ass woman, I get spooked by a dog and walking down the sidewalk, of course, hell, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump and move around too. And I'm sure that that's what happened with this child. He was riding his bike on the sidewalk and he got spooked by a dog, and he, veered off into the street because he don't want to get bit by the dog, but he didn't want to get killed by a person that wasn't paying attention. And I understand sometimes things can happen so quickly until you can't not stop, but even if you couldn't stop, then you should sit there and surrender yourself and make sure that this child was good. The police paramedics who came by and made sure that this child was, good. But instead, you allegedly ran a stop sign and you just flee the scene. Now, you know what I was gonna tell y'all guys? I know a lot of people say I don't want a camera on my house because I don't want to know what's going on with a significant other, or somebody y'all cheating, doing whatever the hell y'all doing out there. Y'all probably don't want it, but it's good that you have these Ring cameras on your property. I mean, if it's the Ring door camera, if it's cameras around your house. The good part is that most people have these cameras on their residence. So therefore, we will be able to see who was responsible for this 12-year-old getting killed and did not surrender themselves or did not stop to give aid or to take responsibility for their reactions. So thank you all for tuning in with Slim J, just my opinion. And I do see some posts on the side. So let's get into that. Let's see what's going on.
All right. So first off, thank you guys for all rocking with Slim tonight. Lamont in the building. Lamont said usually it's a drunk driver, but if not, they messed up now for leaving. Good point on that.
Exactly.
Baby Scorpio's in the building. Good to see you.
Hey, baby Scorpio.
Baby Scorpio says, turn yourself in because they are gonna get you.
Exactly.
You don't want them streets to get you first. And then we got Nikita in the building again, but you don't run away either. Don't run away just because you hit somebody. Stay there.
That's right. Like I said, I'm glad that a lot of people have invested into the Ring cameras, the cameras that's on their house, not just to protect their house, but to also have knowledge of what's going outside in those streets. This can help people to run an aid, or it can help people to get caught of doing things to your neighbors, to other people out in the streets, or whatever. I mean, whether it's good or bad, at least you have knowledge of what's going on, and it won't be so hard to bring this person to justice and to get served what that person needs to be served, which may be that criminal life now because you ran over a child who was just having fun with their friends and was trying to get home. Now, like I said, the way I was raised up, when the lights come on, your ass better be at home. So, I mean, I get it. Young boys are a little more aggressive when it comes like, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna try to get home. But some of the little females, they'll try to get home, a little more. They'll try to have a little more respect. But the little boys, they always think that, they got a little lead because they're a little boy. But back in the days, it's like the little boys can be out at a certain time, but the girls had to be in the house at a certain time. But these days and times, the same thing that they would do to little girls, they would do to little boys now. I mean, it's kind of like a proven fact. P. Diddy. But anywho, I had to tell y'all about that, and I hope that y'all pay attention to this story, and I will try to keep y'all updated about it. Well, with that said, I'm gonna kick y'all into this reaction because I got y'all attention now. Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. We got some reaction for y'all. I don't know which one he gonna play, but however, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion about it. Oops, there it is. I
Girl, they be
like this.
talking bad about you. Like for real on the phone for hours. For real. Why do you keep doing all that?
Because you are smoking deep fried dick if you think I give a chicken fried fuck what a turkey neck bitch had to say about me. Please.
Hello.
Please.
Girl, they be talking bad about you.
I thought that was so funny because who really gives a damn about you talking about somebody? I mean, like some people do take it personal because I mean, six and stone may break your bone, but your words would never hurt me. There's always been a solution, but these days and times, these people let people get on social media and talk about them or say something about them, whether it's true or not, they still react. When you know it's not true, you don't have to react. When you know it's true, then you react. So, like they say, if you throw a rock in the crowd, then a dog will bark. Or in this case, a chicken or a turkey will. So I think she did good though. Just don't give a damn. Don't worry about nobody. Say, you know your life. You know you. Live your life. Get it.
All right, now that the school year is over, man.
I told y'all Kendrick Lamar was gonna come back with everything.
Boy, I'm sick of this. Same ones who be coming late be asking what dismissal is. How you always bring a phone but can't find where your pencil is. Boy, this generation cook. Y'all some different kids. I can't lie, boy, I'm finna spaz. How you down the hall but take an hour just to get to class? Claiming you was in a restroom but got a different pass. But got the nerve to ask to play on the iPads. Now, dog, who is y'all parents? I can't lie, dog. I feel ashamed. How y'all curse each other out but can't spell your entire name? Y'all don't come to school to work. Y'all just come to school to play. I swear I yell sit down 80 times a day. And y'all be smelling like feet. Then be dishing in the same stall 7, 8 deep. Beefing with the same kid that you dated last week. Don't turn it anywhere but wonder why you got a D. Can't even tell the time, yet you always clocking T. Y'all just come to school to fight, but the district watching me be for real. This is not a good look. Recite whammy word for word, but can't read a book. Come on now. But it's the end of the year, so I'm finna make it blunt and I'm finna make it clear. I don't even know what half of y'all be even coming here. Y'all just either fall asleep or find a way to disappear. I gotta write you up, I gotta call your mama first, but I can never get a hold because her number never works. Oh my God!
Hey, I feel that guy in all the lyrics that he spit out there. And I told y'all back in the days when Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl that it was going to be so many people that was going to have some kind of quotes on those lyrics and just that bass. I mean, the shit was live. You can't hate on that. And I appreciate that guy for doing that. Just tell y'all about how bad y'all damn kids are. And y'all talking about they not bad. And y'all know they bad. That's why y'all send them to school every damn day. That's why them badass kids do not miss school. I mean, like, they constantly go to school. They be at school when they sick and you send them to school. Pay attention to your kids and stop letting them be so bad. Make sure y'all get their school supplies. They got all kinds of things around here to get help. Y'all got to be nice. Okay, so what we got? Nikita say
Nigga said, man, LOL, no true words.
what? Hey, that dude did that. Okay, we got one more reaction for y'all, and then we're gonna get to my next topic. Oh yeah, it's for y'all,
And
especially
I
y'all.
cry sometime when I'm in the bed because my balls are blue. I didn't get no head. I said, isn't this some shit? Isn't this peculiar? And when I wake in the morning and I look beside, I see you sleeping away. You're a goddamn lie. I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah. What's going on? That's what I
You know
want to
what?
know.
That's
Tell me why is it so? You're not sucking no more.
I'm tired.
And I'm ready.
Oh God.
Could you imagine waking up to somebody saying that to you because you was tired, or because you know you man, we work out. I work outside, and somebody come and wake me up like that. I'll probably be on channel 26, 13, 11, 45. Yeah, all those channels. Because if you don't take your ass to sleep, then you talking about some who? Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Because if we start this game, you're not gonna like it. But I thought it was funny because I think I would have got up and just really choked that person. Like, really, really, really. But it does happen like that. Let mine say it does. Hey, be tired sometime, dog. You know, can we schedule this shit? You know how you got kids? You got to schedule shit around it. Oh, we want to hook up. Yeah, maybe more. I have like date night. Gotta make an appointment for some ass.
That's not gonna cut it.
Oh, it's fine. But anyways, it just you just don't know the situation that people go through behind closed doors. And not to sing about some ass, that's deep. Yeah, but we be tired sometimes. But anyway, like I said again, I thank you all for tuning in with me, and I want y'all to stay around. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe button, and I'm gonna keep it moving to my next story.
1 second, Slim. Before you do that, let's go ahead and get this out the way.
We got some extra.
Yep.
Oh, I need to get paid for this, Stevenson.
Can you let me do the
Go
Steve,
ahead. I just
Stevenson
had to say that.
Mobile Vehicle Appraisal Service? If you're in the Houston area and you need your car appraised, just got here, or you got a brand new car here and you just want to get it appraised, you want to get appraised by a certified used motor vehicle appraiser, and that would be no other than John Stevenson. Give him a phone call at 346-256-6194. Again, that's 346-256-6194 to call to schedule an appointment. And we are back. Take it away, sir.
Mm. That would cost you some Newports and a Dr. Pepper. Thank you. So let's go to my next subject, which is funny because I almost forgot what it was, but I'm back. So this is crazy. Like I said, it's summer. It's not even summertime. Matter of fact, summer start June the 20th, 2025. That's when the summertime start. The season. But that mother ducker done start before then. The damn weather is not on schedule. Okay, because it been hot in the mother ducker. I seen a devil walk across this mother ducker and cement like numerous times this week and last week. And then he bought his homegirl talking about rain. Then he came back and steaming up some shit. And why y'all had to bring y'all badass kids? Them damn mosquitoes be tearing my ass up out there. I put off on them mosquitoes and go through the off. I mean, these some hood ass mosquitoes. They go through the off. They be biting me through my shirts, my sleeves, my pants. Like, what y'all do? Y'all got these motherfuckers some damn steroids or something? But anywho, so this is a sad situation. A man, he killed his wife and his 7-year-old son. And then he turned around and shot himself. Unfortunately, he did not die at the hospital. The son and the mother allegedly died at the house, and allegedly he died at the hospital. Now, Slim J, just my opinion. You want to take yourself out, or you feeling depressed or stressed or whatever, you just kill yourself. Me and the son, we can do something different. I mean, come on. They got a lot of people out there on housing, Section 8, welfare, food stamps, begging, looters, this crazy stuff. But why you have to take these people out with you? So it's like, I don't want you to have nothing to do with my woman, or I don't want you to have nothing to do with my child. So I'm gonna take y'all out first, and then I'm gonna kill myself. But see, his killing almost wasn't successful, but unfortunately and allegedly, when he got to the hospital, then it was successful. So it wasn't allegedly. He actually killed his wife and his 7-year-old son, which was laying in the bed. I just didn't see why he needs to do that. I did not get a lot of background on this, but I noticed that here lately that these people is stressed, depressed, and now they feel that they should take other people with them. And I tell y'all, and I done told y'all this numerous of times, ever since that mother freaking COVID came out, these people out here doing some crazy ass shit. Like, I don't much think it had to do with the street drugs no more. I mean, just some of the shit they pumping out us that we, had to take the down shots. These motherfuckers, they live real hard, good with this COVID, medicine. These what is it called? The shots. That's not the word I'm looking for. The vaccine. Yeah, vaccine. They live good with this. They made millions off of us. They took a lot of us out with this shit. This, me personally, just Slim J, in my opinion. I'm not saying this is I don't have proof of it. This is just my opinion. It was a man-made science project that made us come out there and have to take this bullshit. And then once we took it, then it started sending other people to another level. If you was half crazy, almost crazy, semi crazy, then it sent you to another level. So that means if you bipolar, schizophrenic, or just throwed off a little bit, it sent you to a different level. Because you had some people that went all the way to like the third and fourth uh Vaseline booster shot. Bitch, I took it twice. That's all you get out of me, okay? That was it. That's it. And I'm sitting up here trying to figure out why is it that this shit started killing people off so fast. It's because it was man-made. This some science project shit that y'all done man-made, and then it took a lot of people out of here because of the immune system and other reason. But again, this is just Slim J opinion, just my opinion. But in the reality, it was some bullshit went down with that. Cause these mother duckers out here is getting crazier. And I understand about the Bible, you know, the last book in the Bible. I get it. But I read that. It spooked the hell out of me, but I don't remember them saying nothing about no damn vaccination, no shots and shit, no COVID. Okay. But anyway, let's. I see my chat line going off over here. Okay, what's going on?
Lamont John says some people are messed up and think they don't want their loved ones to suffer in this world. So that's why they do it.
Facts.
And then the kid come back with a little bit of pushback, say, you came in by yourself, go out by yourself.
Hello. And yeah, and okay, so with Lamont, yes, it is people that's out there that say, you know, I don't want my family to suffer or whatever. But just think if someone got killed accidentally, like in a car accident, or you know they was killed in a shooting, or they just died just naturally. So what you gonna do? Come back and get them? Nope, you're not. So therefore, I get it, but I mean, just let me live my life and you live your life. I mean, if you depressed, stressed out, then you should try to get help, maybe. But if not, then you know, just do it by yourself. And as for Nikita, yes, we come in here by ourselves, we go out by ourselves, and either or, if you kill a person or you don't kill a person, they gonna shit. You may think you're gonna kill them and they didn't die, and your ass die. So, let's get it.
Here by Major Earl Dean to my left, as well as Captain Wagner to my right. Tragic situation this morning at approximately 9:21 a.m. Harris County Sheriff's Office deputies from District 4 responded to this apartment complex to a specific apartment unit. It's a two-story unit. Upon arrival, they discovered multiple people shot. EMS was also on scene. They discovered an adult female, approximately 43 years of age, deceased on scene from an apparent gunshot wound. There's also a deceased male child, approximately 7 years old, that's deceased in bed in his bedroom. And an adult male was transported to a hospital by Lifeline, where he was immediately pronounced dead upon arrival. So at this point, homicide investigators, detectives, and CSI units are on scene, processing the scene. It's still an ongoing situation. There is no threat to the community. We believe everything occurred inside the apartment. And right now we're treating this as a double homicide with a suicide. At this point, it appears that the male was the shooter. A pistol was recovered on scene. But again, that's still preliminary information until we could conduct additional follow-up investigation. At this point, we haven't found any previous calls for service at the unit, so that's something we'll always kind of look at to see what the family background was. We have talked to some of the family members of the deceased male. It's our understanding that there may have been some growing mental health issues, specifically some depression. Lately, the adult male apparently had been without a job and going through some other issues and had possibly sought some treatment recently. But today, we don't know what transpired, that led him to take this type of action. So again, it's still all preliminary. We're going to be investigating further. There were two other individuals inside the apartment. The daughter of the couple, a teenager, I believe she's 19 years old, was in another bedroom along with her boyfriend, who does not reside here but was staying here overnight. And so obviously we'll be conducting interviews of them as well. But very tragic situation out here. Our condolences go out to all the families that were impacted by this, and to the community as well, because we know this could be traumatic. Briefly in Spanish, esta mañana aproximadamente a las 9:20.
Okay. The thing is, you can let that play. Go ahead and just let it play out. I'm not gonna. It's almost over. Just let that play out.
They just saying it in Spanish. You want me to still play it in Spanish?
Yes.
De la mañana recibimos una llamada a un complejo de apartamentos. A llegar aquí al complejo, nuestros oficiales encontraron tres personas estaban heridos de balas, 2 personas estaban muertos, una mujer adulta de 43 años, un niño de 7 años también estaba muerto, y después un individuo adulto, parece ser el esposo de la mujer y el padre del niño. Parece que se había disparado él mismo, fue trasladado a un hospital donde murió al llegar. Estamos investigando este caso como un homicidio doble y un suicidio. Entonces, muy trágica la situación. Nos dicen que tal vez el hombre estaba padeciendo de depresión, y entonces no sabemos qué pasó esta mañana que resultó en estos hechos, pero muy triste la situación y aquí estamos para investigar. Any questions?
Okay. The reason I said go ahead and let them play in Spanish, because you know what, them Spanish people is catching hell. I mean, I know some of y'all here legal, some of y'all not here legal, but even at the same token, the older Spanish people, they haven't or took the time out to learn the English. So if they tune in to Slim J, just my opinion, I want them to hear the thing too. You know what I'm saying? But anywho,
understandable. Also, at the bottom, I found some details for your thing. So if the chat wants to read them, they can. If you want me to read them off, I can. You just let me know. And I also have all the hotline numbers and stuff too. So
okay, we will do that in a second. So look, like I said with the COVID thing, if y'all notice, if y'all have paid attention to whatever state, city you stay in, it have been more murders, more domestic violence going on ever since the COVID thing. See, Slim J, just my opinion, when people got locked in with their significant other and they did not get to go outside with their side piece or some other things that they was doing, then they start fucking with people's head. They not in jail, they just cannot go outside. They can't go to their side piece. They can't go do the little activities that they was doing. And even if they did go outside to try to get to their side piece, he or she was probably with their man, woman, or the activities that you want to do was closed down. It wasn't open. So this started messing with people's head. This started isolating people from what they was used to doing and cannot do. So that messed with people's head. It's like when you take a toy from a child. We ain't gotta say toy. Them damn phones. You remember? A couple months ago, it wasn't a phone. The 3 daughters, the mother cut the internet off, and the 3 daughters tried to kill their mother because she cut the internet off. So just imagine you telling a grown woman or a grown man that they cannot go outside to go see their side piece, or they can't go outside to do the activities that they used to doing. You have to stay in the house and stay with somebody that you don't much pay attention to. Y'all just there because it's convenience to y'all. Maybe financial, maybe the kids, whatever the case may be. And you gotta actually stay here and listen to these kids, listen to this your nagging partner. It's just a bunch of stuff plays out when COVID came. So now a lot of people have not bounced back from that reality. They haven't bounced back to get a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their cars, their houses, they lost a lot. And if you a person that have had a lot, you didn't have to work hard for nothing, or you did not have survival skills, then it fuck with your head real bad. But see, us broke ass people, we just like bump it off like, okay, you know what, shit, I got some grits, some eggs up in here. I ain't got no bacon. We got some wieners. We know how to survive. If the lights get up, cut off, we can go get the damn barbecue pit. If the gas get cut off and we still got electric, hell, we got the microwave. We're gonna boil us some water. We're gonna make shit happen. But when you don't have survival skills and when you don't know how to deal with things like that in life, then it will mess you up. So when you used to the city life and not survival life, then it fucks you up real bad. So that's how people get, frustrated, depressed, and don't know which way to go. That's just Slim J, my opinion, because I have it all when it comes to survival mode. I'm in that mode. I know how to survive, and I don't have to. Shit, I don't give a damn if you with me or not. Bye. If I got to hustle or have to survive, I can survive that for one person instead of trying to survive for a motherfucker that's nagging you. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, when you get depressed and you got a family that's depend on you, that does take a lot of toll on you if you do not know how to handle it. And when you lose your job, being a man of the house or being a single parent as females or a single parent as men, it can take a big toll on you. And if you do not know how to deal with that stress, then it can cause problems with other people around you that may catch the hell. Those who in a relationship stay with somebody, when your significant other get mad at the job or something, or maybe get mad at their damn side piece, when they come home and you say something fly, shit, you gonna catch it. And you don't much know what you did. But you gonna catch it, right? Because you're the closest thing to them. You don't know what's really going on, but if that's what's going on, some people let it go. Some people, escalate the problem. That's how it is. Most people don't know how to be quiet. But anyway, it's just, it's a sad situation that people think that I want to say God, like they think that, they should take you with them. Whether you kill that person or not, I don't really think you go with them. I mean, yeah, y'all all died from earth, but who's gonna go to hell and who's gonna go to heaven? Don't know. But anyway, I just pray that Houston, Texas, Dallas, San Antonio, just the world itself in general, I hope they get stress free, depressed free, because it is some crazy stuff going out here. And at the bottom of the screen, you have hello.
Houston Area Women's Center 24-hour hotline at 713-528-2121 or 1-800-526-0551. Also, you have the crisis text line. You can text START to 88788. Again, that's you can text START to 88788. Also have the National Domestic Violence Hotline that you can give a phone call to if you're in need. 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-7233. And then finally, locally, you have a Family Time Crisis Center at 281-446-2615. And if you haven't been paying attention to the ticker, it's basically just giving a breakdown of what Slim was talking about, the details that he said that he wanted. And it breaks down the victim's age, the shooter's age, the possible motives, the witnesses, and the weapon. And that's been rolling on the ticker this whole time.
Yeah, and just remember this. It's not just, it's not like ladies just up in domestic violence. You got I'm sorry, men's in domestic violence. You got kids in domestic violence. You have old people in domestic violence. You know, this this is like everybody goes. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like just women's. I mean, you have the men's out there that get beat up and everything. The old folks that get beat up and everything. And then again, you have a lot of people that's going through a bunch of stress. A lot of people is still losing their job. Y'all president that y'all vote for, he's fucking y'all up. Okay? And that would make me depressed. Yeah, I'm depressed too. But I got one person that I got in my life, and that's God. That's who I depend on. Because I know at the end of the day, he got the last word. I don't give a damn what Donald Trump say. God in my life got the last word. So just whoever pray to, or whatever, stay prayed up, stay positive, and just go out there and do what you can do. Do not stress yourself, because at the end of the day, if you cannot pay a bill or you cannot get certain things done, just try to live to your means, because we all done went through hard times. We all gonna go through hard times, and I pray that y'all all can get through it, understand it, and if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. You know, stop living with the Jordans, the coaches, and the damn Papados. Start living with McDonald's, some some regular shit. Try to be low key with your stuff. Sometimes you got to just take shit down. You got to bring it down. Your habits and everything, just bring it down. If you got a habit you cannot support it, then no, don't do it. Take care of your bills first, and then your habits last. That's how you can survive. All right. So with that said, we got one more quote, and then I'm going into my next thing, and this is really gonna tear y'all up because it don't blow my mind up. Whew. Okay, what we got? Who's what we say? Oh, the key to say what?
In
Yeah.
Jesus' name, amen. And then let's
Amen.
see what else we got cracking. Better eat
Yeah,
some
get some ramen
ramen.
noodles. Heck yeah. Y'all know about that lifestyle. Shit. Dollar General and these dollar stores, they done went up a little bit. But I mean, come on. When it comes to survival mode, you gotta go there. You got to go there. And what is nope, not yet. Okay, so look. Okay, so this guy, I gotta get rid of this, y'all, because this blow my mind. Wait a minute. Let me give me a drink of my H2O. Okay.
While she's drinking, make sure that y'all go over and subscribe to her channel. I will go ahead and put it up here real quick. Just my opinion with some today. Make sure you're over there. Make sure you hit a like, the algorithm, subscribe to it, whole 9 yards. And you guys are watching Just My Opinion with Slim J. Houston Crime in the News. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, please, y'all. Come on. I know y'all got my back. I got so many people out there. Y'all say y'all like me. Hey. Anyway, let me tell y'all about this person. So you remember, like I told y'all, I think people that been in prison for a long period of time should get out, not only go to the halfway house, but should get like some kind of psychology help. I mean, like some real psychology help. And I also feel that people that serve in the military should also get some psychology help. I mean, like not just 1 month. I'm talking about like some real deal Holyfield psychology help to maintain. Oh, y'all know this earring do it to y'all every time. To maintain society, because you've been out of society for a long period of time. So I think they need help, and they think, oh, you got out the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy. Oh, they go back to the family, and everything should be good. You don't know what these people have been through over there. You really don't. You just happy that they back home. Those people that was in prison, they've been in prison for this length of time. Some of them trying to save their ass. Some of them trying to, from certain things. They done seen some shit. They done went through some shit. They need some psychology help, some professional help. But now, those who get out of jail, y'all celebrate. Those who get out of, the military, military, y'all celebrate. But then at the end of the day, do y'all really sit down and talk to them, or do they really sit down and tell you what went down with them when they was gone? No, they don't. Of course they don't. They want to make sure that you think that they happy, they good, and we can just keep on living our life. That's not the case. I don't seen too many family members with a jail or the military. They come back, they're gonna have something. They're gonna be either alcoholics, drugs, or Looney Tune. And you think they okay. Why are you sitting in the corner looking like that? Cause the motherfucker thinking. They got something on their mind. Why they drink like that? They got something on their mind. They done thought, they done saw, they done been through some shit. Okay? So, I know y'all heard about Travis Decker. Travis Decker is a 32-year-old, 5'8", 190 pounds, and have brown eyes and black hair, which is on a run from killing his 3 daughters. Okay? Now, just like most of the military people, this guy, he graduated up in 2013. He went to the army, enlisted in the army. As soon as he enlisted in the army, it was kind of crazy because he went to Afghanistan. So when he went to Afghanistan, then he started, going to different ranks. Very educated, even in school. Before I go there, in school he played, football. He was athletic. He got out of school 2013. He went to the army. He enlisted. Bam, he doing good. He started, going into different ranks, making it something of himself. And he started getting, powerful ranks where he had big responsibilities. So he was, at that time, allegedly, he was, he was that kind of person where he can deal with pressure. He can deal with, being over a group of people. So he had all this going on for him. Well, somewhere in about 2016, I want to say, I think he got married to Wendy. They actually had 3 kids, and everything was going good. Well, in November 12th, 2022, they did like a divorce thing. The divorce thing was like, it wasn't aggressive, like, I'm taking the kids from you, you can't see them no more. They agreed, like, okay, you know what, we just not working. We're gonna co-parent the kids. So everything was good for them. Now in 2023, things wasn't going for Travis. He was getting like little bitty jobs. Wendy, she was seeing that it was a different state of mind he was going in 2007 or 23. But it was like, wait, I'm sorry, January. That's when he kind of like started, acting a little weird. And then in March the 7th, 2023, same year, she was like, okay, you know what? Let's reevaluate this. Well, I'm not gonna take the kids from him. I just think that he shouldn't have the kids the whole weekend by his overnight spending. Let's not do that. We can let him hang with them, and he bring the kids back. So they, agreed to that or whatever. Well, in that year, last day, he was losing stuff. He was losing jobs. He lost his house. He just didn't have nothing going for himself. He was homeless. So he thought, like, you know what? Let me go back to the army. I'm gonna stay at the army little camp thing, and I still have the rights to see my kids. And at this time, he still had the rights to, for his kids to spend a night and everything. But she found out that he didn't have nowhere to stay, and the kids was, over there at this at the army base, and you don't want you got 3 girls and you want your kids to be around grown men that's in the army? No. So, she was like, no, this is not gonna work. So she went back to court, and like up in September the 24th, 2024, they allegedly diagnosed. I can't even say it 'cause my bracelet went wet. They told him that he had borderline post-traumatic stress. Okay, let me say PTSD. Okay,
Borderline post traumatic stress.
there you go.
Okay.
So okay, that was in 2024. So at this time, she's like, okay, you know what? We're not gonna do the spending night. You know, you told me you had an RV, which he did get an RV for a little bit, but he lost it. And then, it just like I said, it was just things was just going downhill for him because it was no longer working out for him. So, um, he just, I think he just decided I can't handle this no more. So with that, he he decided that he's gonna take these little girls for this for the day. Actually, I think it was the weekend. Allegedly, it was a weekend. And 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-olds Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia, they had went over there with the dad, and the mama report them missing. Like, this is June the 2nd, 2025. He didn't come back. Okay, where he at? So that day, when she reported them missing and everything, then they found, well, and this crazy part, allegedly they reported to the Amber alert, and allegedly police said, oh, you know what, that's not really an Amber alert, because I mean they with their dad. But so no, it's no, they with the dad, so it's gonna be okay. Well, okay. So anywho, when they did decide to deal with the, go find the kids and everything, they end up seeing the 3 daughters at a camping site with a truck that was there that had the 3 girls allegedly with bags around their head and zip ties on around their hands. The phone was still there, and the dog had just ran off, whatever, because it was a dog. He loved his dogs. They was there too. He was going through a lot of things, and Wendy, she saw it, but I think she was still like giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, these are his kids, and it's no way that he will hurt them. Well, me personally, if you is going through PTSD and borderline depression, disorder, I don't know. Yeah, you can see him in his yard while I'm looking at you through the window, but y'all ain't going nowhere with your daddy. We got to work something out with that. This man was going through some stuff, and Wendy saw it, but she just assumed that he was not going to do anything to their kids. Now, when you up in a situation like that, then you can't say what a person ain't do. Like I tell y'all news of time, I can't say I trust myself, because if a motherfucker sit up here and piss me off or take me to a level, I can't tell you what I would do. That I would be lying to you if I said I did. No, I can't, because that's how people get, go to a different level. Like they said, people snap. When you take a person to a different level, people snap, and it's no way you can say, I didn't do it, or I didn't think about it. Well, yeah, you didn't think about it. You didn't think you was going to do it, but you do not know when you take a person to another level, how you don't build this into that person. You don't piss this person off. You don't play with this person hard. You don't did so much to this person. It's just like putting a dog up in a corner. When you put that dog in that corner, you keep messing with that dog gonna come out that corner one way or the other. That's how you do a person. When you keep on getting on the person's nerves, or keep on playing with their heart, or keep on lying to them and think that shit don't build up in a person, well, it may be that one last time that you say, you know what, I'm gonna stop playing, I'm gonna walk away. And that person be like, you don't mess with me too many mother times, and now I'm finna get your ass. However it may be, I can't tell you, because I try not to go there. All right, but when you are already into this state of mind, and you done seen what you have saw into the military life, and then you done lost everything, your wife done got divorced from you, you don't have your kids every day in your life, You homeless, so you don't. This person done kind of snap, but nobody was really paying attention to that, right? So, um, when he did do this, the way they was saying, like, he kind of like thought this out because he is military. So military people know how to survive up into the rural areas where he's at. Allegedly, it's no such thing as driving a car or a truck through there. You have to get like 4 wheelers, drones, or something like it, that to get to him. So he been out there for like 8 days, maybe 10 days now. So he's kind of, working his way out. He know how, like, go get some food, go steal whatever he got to do to get himself together. He not thinking about, excuse me, he not thinking about, maybe allegedly, in my opinion, can't say allegedly. He not thinking about that. He killed his kids or all that because he in a whole different state of mind. He's in a whole different state of mind. He done sit up here and did a crime. He know he done did a crime, and he know how to survive out in the rules of the little area that he's in. If y'all see these, like I told y'all numerous times, when y'all see these flags turn pink, then they turn red, and then they get bloodshot red, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Don't rethink it. Even though if it hurts you, or you feel that you can change a person, you cannot change a person. You can't change a person for lying to you. You can't change a person for cheating on you. You can't change a person for stealing from you. You can't change a person from this doing this different thing. You cannot change a person when they already there. If he already in that state of mind, you're not no psychologist, and you ain't really talk to this person. You cannot change this person. A person changes because they want to. They get the help because they want to. They said they offer him help. He denied it. They told him, you probably have to take medicine for it. He didn't do it. So when you see all this going on, why did you let your kids go on with him? And why did that state did not think that Amber Alert was serious enough to go and see what was going on? They didn't want to do that. It's not, allegedly, it's not like a strong enough case because with the daddy. Well, most of the time, who is the people that take the damn kids from each other anyways? Either the mom or the daddy, right? Now, most of the time, do you think that the mom or the daddy would kill their child? No. But here lately, since COVID, mama and daddies, they killing these kids. These kids ain't got shit to do with y'all got going on. These kids ain't did nothing to y'all. They didn't even much ask to be in the world. But why you taking me out? Because you don't want me to be with my other parents? That's crazy. Leave my ass over here. But, I mean, again, we know one thing, maybe two things. We was born in the world and we're going to die out of it. Don't know how we're going to come out the world. We don't know how long we have to stay in the world. But that's two things that's promised to you. I'm too, but you know what? That's crazy. The damn dog got rescued, but the kids didn't. They need their ass whooped. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all listen to this because, see, the hotter my wires in my bracelet get, the more it tightens my mouth. And I can't even much scream this shit. Just play this video because these people stole off.
And the prime suspect, and so far as we know, the only suspect in the murder of those two young sisters in Washington State. If you've been following our coverage, you know that Travis Decker picked up his daughters last Friday for a scheduled custodial visit. The bodies of those three little girls, his three little girls, were found on Monday near a campground 40 miles away. Court documents say 9-year-old Peyton Decker, 8-year-old Evelyn Decker, and 5-year-old Olivia Decker had each been asphyxiated with plastic bags that were still over their heads when they were found. Their wrists had been zip-tied. Their father's truck, which was found nearby, had 2 bloody handprints on it. And last night on this show, the sheriff leading the manhunt confirmed that those were adult handprints. Today, police put out a photo of Travis Decker from when he was active duty in the military. Reports indicate he was a U.S. Army Ranger, a paratrooper who served in Afghanistan and is highly trained in wilderness evasion and survival. The Army picture shows how different he might look now if he maybe were shaved. It certainly shows the tattoos that you can look for if you're out looking to spot him. Deckard is said to be suffering from complex PTSD and borderline personality disorder. He was married to the little girl's mother, Whitney Decker, for 7 years, and their divorce reportedly was civil. Whitney never fought visitation privileges, but when Travis lost his home and various minimum wage jobs after he left the girls crying unattended at a National Guard armory, he was barred from taking them on overnights. Despite all of that, Whitney says Travis isn't the only one responsible for their daughter's deaths. She says, quote, "The system deserves some of the blame too, because police sent out an endangered missing persons advisory instead of an Amber Alert." Whitney Decker's attorney says, and I quote, "We may never know if it could have meant the difference between life and death for those girls, but it could have made a huge difference." Whitney believes, as I do, that something broke inside of him. Everything that he had been living with, everything that had been bottled up inside of him for so long, as far as trauma, just won out, end quote. I want to bring in Bobby Chacon. He is a retired FBI special agent with extensive background in high-risk search and arrests. He was part of the manhunt for the Olympic Park bomber, Eric Rudolph, in the mountains of North Carolina. Boy, that went on forever as well. We thought we'd never find him, and he had some survival skills too, Bobby. First, let me ask you, what are the odds this guy's alive, especially given the heinous and atrocious act that happened to his daughters?
Well, I think the odds are pretty good that he's alive for the time being. I don't know how long that will last. He's probably, I'm certainly not an expert in his mental health conditions, but he's probably still on some kind of a rush of what happened. If he does come in a moment of clarity, he might take his own life, or he might decide to try to do it as a suicide by cop or something like that. But my thoughts are he's probably still out there. It all depends on how much planning he put into this. And I'm sure that the investigation is focused on part of that is focused on part of it is how much planning he put into this.
Well, I think of having enough baggies for 3 little girls' heads and zip ties and something obviously to secure the baggies around their heads. And that sounds like planning to me. We don't just all drive around with that kind of material in our truck, especially if we're homeless.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of it is, did he have time to go out and stash food resources like Rudolph did in our search? His father had said he had been in those mountains at times off the grid for months at a time. So did he plan on being there this time and putting food away and things like that? So that's going to be part of it. I think the biggest advantage he had right now is a head start. He was due to have those children back to the mother at, I think, 8 o'clock on Friday night. And by 9, she notified the authorities. But they didn't put out an alert until, the next day. For some reason, he did not meet the criteria for an Amber Alert, according to the state police. The local police did want to put out that Amber Alert, I think. And the state police who control those boards on the highways said he didn't meet the criteria. And so they were a little delayed in putting out that Amber Alert. We now know that his license plate was seen on a highway plate reader leaving town at some point on Saturday, I believe. So we don't know what happened between, Friday when he was supposed to bring those girls home and really Monday when those girls' bodies were found midday.
Bobby.
Now, see, this had too much red flag for me. One, if I'm used to you doing things
Do you
a
think
certain
being
way,
homeless?
if I'm used to you doing things a certain way and you don't change your demeanor on how you do things, then my alert gonna go up very, very fast. Now you say, that the man's supposed to have been bringing the kids home at a certain time. You done call the police. Okay. Now, most mothers I know overreact. Yeah, we overreact very quickly. If I don't see you, you say 9 o'clock and you ain't here at 9:15, 9:30. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm coming after you. Police ain't much got to worry about it. I'm gonna call the police on my way to your ass. I need to know where you at, where you located at, because see, now you're playing with me. But at the same time, I know that you done changed the way you move, the way you act. So that's when she should have, say, you know what? I'm gonna just let yeah. This have me. If you're supposed to have me here at 9, I need you to at least have me here at 8. I'm gonna take them to go get pizza. We have something to do because I told them before they go back to school, or it could. I don't know if it was. Yeah, it was June the 2nd. So school probably was out. We got something to do. I told them before I go back to work, I'm gonna take them out, and then they're gonna go to the babysitters or to the grandmother's house or whoever house. But I need them to get away from you. Because this man, if you look at the pictures, you can see the it's something about those pictures to me that's saying that he's not there no more. He have lost it. And if you married to this man or married to a woman or stay with your significant other, you can see when a person starts changing how they act and how they move and stuff, trust and believe it's something going on. Trust and believe that. My sister called me a special gadget. It's the reason that she called me that, but I don't give a damn. Because guess what? I always be on point. So when she saw that his movement was different, then she should have kind of like tuned in a little bit more and been more aware of his reaction or how he was looking or what he was saying or if he wasn't applying to her. And usually, like, especially women, if a woman talk all the time and be nagging the shit at you and then she just shut down, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. So that's just something that I think that she should have look into, or just kind of felt like just having them here a little more earlier than usual. Because if you got plastic bags and zip ties, and the camping spot, you damn right he done sit up here and plot this. He done thought about this. He is a Marine. I'm sorry, a military. So therefore, he know what to do. He know how to stash some shit, work some shit out, make booby traps and everything. He didn't take his truck. The damn dogs probably followed him for a little bit, and then they turn around because they got rescued. So he was aware, maybe for a minute, maybe for a little bit, maybe somewhere through there the kids got on his nerves or did, made him just snap a little bit. Or maybe because he was in a situation that he was in. He lost everything. Again, he don't have no wife, he don't have no house, he don't have no job. So he feel like, I don't want my little girls to suffer. I don't give a damn, me and my wife, we divorced. So I just don't know. Now, do I think he would kill himself? No. Do I think he would get them to kill him? Yeah. Because he don't want to. I don't want to think he don't want to go through this. He's thinking about this shit, but now he's just trying to see how long he can survive. Maybe that could be the case. But at the end of the day, you're gonna pay for it. Whether you get killed by it or kill yourself, you're gonna pay for it. It's just sad. This is what gets me. How do you kill your own blood? I done seen cases with, you kill your mother, you kill your father, you kill your kids. I just don't understand. Now I see the cases that they kill their wife, their husband, everything. Man, y'all had some ups and, but the blood is just the blood part is getting me. Mm, carry on. Hello.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think it is an advantage, I think, in this particular case because people are if he's very used to living in an uncomfortable environment, for us, it would be uncomfortable, but for him, it's not. And they're also used to scavenging for food and in ways of getting a hold of things to eat. Homeless people are, adept at that. That's how they stay alive oftentimes. And so I think in this particular case, at least in the short term, it's an advantage for him.
What do you think police are doing right now?
I think they're doing a couple of things, many things at one time. I think they're interviewing family, friends, people that he may have sought assistance from. They're doing the obvious, which is like land searches. Sometimes the only thing you can do is get feet on the ground, boots on the ground in those mountains, which are rugged. Some places you can't even use drones because the forest canopy is so thick that the drones can't even look through the forest canopy. So if you pick those kind of areas that Rudolph did way back when, you can't even use the technology that sometimes you can deploy. So really boots on the ground, doing grid searches, starting from where he was, where the kids' bodies were found. Conceivably, he didn't have a vehicle after that. They found his vehicle. So he's on foot from that point. So you calculate how many miles a day he might be able to travel, and then you draw a map and you draw concentric circles, and you put teams, if you can, you try to put as many resources. And this is a very labor-intensive effort. So while some teams are looking at his background, his family connections, his friends connections, other people are just on the ground searching those woods.
Well, Bobby, let's hope at some point they catch this guy because I think that mom and the rest of us deserve justice. Thanks so much for being on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And while we wait for Sim to come back, just want to make sure you guys are aware that we have a channel for Slim. So make sure that you go and you sign on to that channel and hit a like while you're over there. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the notifications, all the good stuff so you won't miss anything. And we are back.
Yes, thank y'all really for tuning in. I know it's Thursday. We have to go to work tomorrow. Those who have jobs and those who just get to sit in the house and chill. I don't like you. But anywho, this is just crazy to me, we have been getting a lot of cases like this where you know, people is stressed out, depressed, they don't know how to handle the situations that they're going through, and they just taking everybody out with them. Some of them not taking uh, their self out because they cowards. So they feel like if I go kill my family or whatever, then the policeman or law enforcement would kill me, and that wouldn't be a sin, right? Yeah, right. But it's just sad. And those were some beautiful young ladies, little girls that had a future in front of them, and their dad decided to take their life from them, and I didn't think that was fair. But I'm not God. I can't, like I said, I can't tell you, how you gonna die, why you gonna die, or when you gonna die. We just know we gonna die. It's just sad to see young people that's bring so much joy to our life, and then we take them out with tragedy of this kind of stuff. Um, I hope that they find him because they was closing in on him today, and they're just waiting because the way that I understand, it's like cold down there, and he's hiding in the mountains, and I mean they have it surrounded, so it's like the next place he can go is Kansas. They actually did like a GPS on his tracker on his phone, but if you military, I mean, or you just got a good plot, of course I shoot something the opposite way, not the way that I'm really going. I mean, come on. I may be a little Looney Tune, but I'm not stupid. You wouldn't send the cops on me. But anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I just want y'all to just remember it is summertime. These kids are out there, they just want to have fun. They want to swim, they want to ride their bikes, and they want to stay up late. And even, even if that's just staying up late and going to a friend's house and trying to get home, make sure you wash your surroundings. Make sure that you know that kid in these neighborhoods, on these streets, when you go in the neighborhoods and streets, why you have to fly down there? What are you trying to prove? It said 10 miles per hour. Do the 10 miles. Go lower than 10 miles. Because these kids, they so into their self. Kids play with balls. And the ball sometimes rolls out in the street. And they're not gonna look left or right because they so focused on this ball. So they got tunnel vision on this object, not on, some person that's flying down there or being on a cell phone or set up in the chat. So just be aware of your surroundings. Look out for the kids, and be aware of people that's stressed out, that's dealing with things. If you can't talk to them, maybe you should try to get them help, because at the end of the day, these people will snap, pop, and crunch, and they're not gonna know what's going on. Okay. And I just got a notification. Also, remember that it is hurricane season. Make sure that you get your supplies. Let's think about this. We have a lot of people in Houston, Texas. Okay? Get you a couple things of water, a couple things of your supplies, and think about the other people. I mean, if you have 2 people up in your house, why you have to get 10 cases? Be considerate of others, because we all need help, and we all want to survive through the hurricane season. Just have some love and respect for others. I know me saying that is like going in one ear out the other, because you're like, well, if I don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. But just think, if you don't do it, God will bless you with something else. Make sure you you got your generators, up to date. The oil, the gas. You got your flashlights, your batteries. Make sure you have all your supplies, because we have been through some hurricanes, and we need to make sure that we are well prepared for it. Thank you, baby Scorpio. She is the one that's reminding me of this stuff, because and your cell phones, your chargers. Let's make sure that you have all your supplies. If you don't have them, go out there and get them. I mean, it's not in everybody's budget to do extra, because some people are living paycheck to paycheck. But like if you have extra money, or man, you got these 99, well, they're not 99 cents no more, but you got the Dollar Tree, you got the Family Dollars, Dollar General. You have these places that have batteries on sale, and just try to get you, some supplies to be ready for it. Don't forget your first aid kit, your medication, the things that you need to sit back and be in knowledge of this hurricane season. I'm laughing because I'm getting this shot of all the supplies. I have done this before on my last podcast, and it gives you all your supplies list that you need. Make sure that you keep your important documents, up into a safe Ziploc bag. Keep all your stuff together, and make sure you have plenty of gas in your vehicle, just in case you have to evacuate the city. Make sure that you pay attention to the news, and that you're ready and you prepared to exit when you can. And if you cannot exit, make sure that you have a spot in your house that you can be secure at, and you don't get hit. So I'm gonna let Jeremy read these these sideboards, because looking at that, look at this down here, it's killing me. Carry on.
All right, baby Scorpio, just want to let you know we did see that one. So as soon as we get done with this, we will come to your last comment. Thank you again for letting us know. FEMA helpline, you can call 800-621-3362, available from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. But here in the Houston area, you can call 311 if you run into anything. Just like Sim said, you want to make sure that you have a generator if you can. Also, sidebar, we need to make this one too. See what your company has to offer for that. I know the company that we work for, we actually have a Go trailer. So if people need generators, if they need something and it happens, the job is ready to give them to you. So make sure that your job has something going on, especially if you live in these hurricane areas. And then, just like what Slim said, depending on your family's needs, consider including medical care items like baby supplies, pet supplies, extra car and house keys. Additional supplies like towels, plastic sheeting, duct tape, scissors, and work gloves might be helpful. Let's see, extra cash for the ATM because it might not be operable. We remember what happened last time. And then the water, just like what Sim said, 1 gallon per person per day, a 3-day supply for evacuation, 2-week supply for staying at home and hunkering down. Non-perishable food, easy to prepare items, 3-day supply for evacuation and 2-week supply for home. And that was it for that. Baby Scorpio also says, got to stay ready and keep from getting ready.
Hello.
And then said, dang, I need to come work for your job. Well, they get their pound of flesh. And back to you, sir.
Okay. Again, y'all, thank you all for standing up with Slim J, just my opinion. I hope y'all got some knowledge off the story today. I hope y'all enjoy the reactions. Like I said, I hope that everybody have a safe and blessed summer. And just stay alert. I mean, if you got a drink, don't drive. If you're depressed and you stress out or something, get help. It's not nothing to go to a psychologist or just get help. We have a hotline. I think it's 311 or it's 211, and they actually help you. 311. They actually help you with crisis that you're going through. You don't have to be out there by yourself, because just because you go to a psychologist does not mean that you're crazy. It just means that you respect yourself and that you need help. So with that said, thank y'all for tuning in. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe with Slim J, just my opinion. Peace.
When we play our roles and ignore the problems.